Lonnie, like trying to get you to not overthink when you're not seeing a bunch of strikes? Has that been the kind of thing you've been dealing with this year?
It's one of those things. It can be frustrating at times. Obviously, when your team is like, going out there and killing the ball, you want to be a part of it. Like, yesterday's a good example. Like, we were firing all cylinders. And I got walked 3 times, but I was happy to be on base. And Oak came with some big hits, and I scored a couple times. And that's what it's all about. It's our team putting together good at bats and just making and executing and making it happen. That's basically what the thought process is through that. And me and him have spoke about it. Just some laughs. It's like they're pitching around you. And as a freshman, we were giggling, just talking about that. But he says, just stick to your approach because it was working early in the season, and they'll have to pitch you at some point. To stick to that approach and execute during those times, and not worry about just going there and have fun.
Guys like you and Chris have done a lot offensively carrying the team this year, but in recent weeks you've had guys like Eli and Mike step up. How has that kind of helped this team on this run and get you guys going?
It's huge. It's huge. Anytime you can get those guys swinging the bats and stuff, and like I preached, beginning of season 1 through 9, I feel like anybody can get the job done. And this past week it showed. We had guys like Wes, obviously Eli, those kind of guys, Triller, step up and just get those big hits for us. And honestly, personally for speaking on for Chase and Chris and I, we were struggling for most of the games, and our team picked us up. And each one of those guys would say, and I would say, I'm very appreciative of that. Obviously baseball's a team sport, so you got to make it happen like that sometimes, and to just find a way to win. That's the big key to that right now, and I feel like we're playing some great baseball right now, and we're firing on cylinders, and I feel like we can make something special happen this year.
You haven't been here for this day before. What is it like watching the show, seeing that your hard work the last 9 games specifically paid off in the form of the 7th national seed? What was it like when you saw that pop up?
It's just a bunch of emotions just rolled over me. Obviously, I was in high school, but I followed college baseball, all through my years and through middle school and stuff, and I watched this show all the time, and to actually be a part of it and to see, because you just see the teams come up and with excitement, cheering, screaming, when they see what they're seeded or whatever, and to finally be a part of something like that with this great group of guys that that took me in, early in the spring, and now some of them become some of the best, my best friends, and it's just a great feeling to be a part of that kind of brotherhood.
How about carrying the momentum from the ACC tournament now to the season that really matters? This is what it's all about. This is the chance to get to Omaha, and you're playing your best baseball right now.
I think it's huge. Obviously, anybody will tell you at any level of the game, you want to play your best baseball in the postseason and towards the end of the year. And I feel like we've reached that so far, and I think we still can take some more steps towards it. And I feel like we're doing a good job with that right now, and I feel like 1 through 9 we're pretty lethal through the order, and I feel like our pitching staff is going out there and they're executing pitches and doing a great job on the bump, and I feel that we can do something special this year, and I'm really excited to be a part of this team.
What have the last 12 to 24 hours been like for you?
Oh, it's been crazy. Obviously a long day. It was a marathon game yesterday, and that was a toughness game. It was a fight for toughness and who had it. Obviously we were up by a lot at some points of the game, but they started to creep back. FSU's a great program. They're coached really well and stuff, and so we had to keep that up. And the 2-hour rain delays in between some of those games, and just trying to stay focused. It was a battle of toughness, and I was really happy and satisfied. Obviously after that win, it was huge. ACC champs. That's a pretty cool award to get as a team, and coming from a 6th seed. So. I think we're starting to amp up, and we're starting to ride the roller coaster right now, as I would say. But we're just going through it and just having fun, and I feel like we're playing some good baseball right now.
What does it mean to have home field advantage through the postseason?
Huge. Obviously we play well at home so far, and obviously we got some of the best fans in the country, and they're going to show out. And they're going to be yelling, screaming, cheering, and we always love that. We play better with that, and excited to get that home field advantage.
What does it mean to you when you put your hands on that sledgehammer? What does that mean for this team? Just kind of a rallying point. Just tell me the story behind that.
It's just one of those things. It shows you got power. You're up there and you're swinging. You're swinging, and you're swinging the sledgehammer. You're swinging for power. And obviously, each time someone grabs that hammer, there's a sense of pride to it, kind of saying, I did my job. I did my job to the fullest, and it's a cool feeling. I remember the first time I got that hammer, and I picked it up. I said, as a freshman, my 3rd game in college baseball, and I said, wow, it's just one of the surreal feelings. You know, it's something I'll never forget. And you know, I haven't. You know, those are some good memories that I have throughout this whole season. And you know, I'm just proud to be a part of this team with such great teammates and obviously great coaching staff.
The last time you played sports in Carolina.